Hey, I'm Marcus and I'm playing Crusader Kings 3. And would you believe it? I've spent like, I don't know, 6 years playing this game now and several thousand hours without knowing that you can set the camera and don't have it reset. That's just a game option. And I'm my mind is blown by that revelation because that is something I always wanted to do. Right? So I think the way that we look at maps greatly changes how we perceive them. So when I look at Croatia from this angle here, right, it's a totally different view than from like south-centered or north-centered. And so from here we really see that there's the coastline here, and then further beyond is inland, and that is somewhere else, right? But that is all Croatia here. I think that's very interesting, and I would like to play that way. So whenever we go somewhere, fight a war, something like, we would always pan the view in a direction that kind of emulates how we are looking at this. So there we go. That's kind of interesting. Anyways, okay. So last time, our good Kralj Josip has greatly enhanced the Kingdom of Croatia, or the Kraljevstvo, by adding lands from the former Duchy of Duchy. We do. Oh, no, right? Alright, no. That's Duchy still here. And I guess it does exist under. Alright, yeah, of course. Under Dobroslav. That these are now his lands. And as you do see, it's a bit. He has a lot of control now over lands that are not his by right or by de jure. But I guess it's a work in progress. We've only just done this. We've done it for him, seemingly, but of course, also done this for ourselves in order to gain more land, in order to widen the influence and close the gap to the Byzantines. Now they have become somewhat of our target, right? Because these lands here, in that area and there, like south of the Danube, so that's where modern day Serbia is, and then further to the east down here, and these lands are crucial to us if we want to really move forward and at some point at least form the Kingdom of Illyria. There we go. Which would be great. I think that's really the kind of goal I want to achieve here, right? If we own Istria and Vidin will each become de jure of Illyria. So we will even get more lands, de jure lands for us. So here, and where is Vidin? Oh, right. Okay, so even further down the Danube. That would be very cool. So I think that's really what I'm looking forward to do. But yeah, I think we've discussed that last time. It's quite difficult to go against the Byzantines in a war effort. So yeah, I don't see us doing that anytime soon. But in order to get there, I think that Josip has to kind of see to it that everyone else in our sphere here is on our side, or at least would not harm us. We've already achieved part of this by, there we go, having our sister married to Margrave Adalbero here. It was a bit of a weird one, because he is our ally now. But you see, he's very fond of claims, apparently. That's his thing. So he does have a claim, or like sent his bishop deliberately to gain a claim here. So he does have a claim on Zagoya of all places. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But he's not going to get it, of course, because we are allied. So that's that side at least covered to a degree. I guess there's also Victor of Istria, although I don't think we would perceive him as a threat. As you do see, he doesn't have any levies and engaged in wars and so on. No, he's not a threat at all. But there is, of course, the matter of Hungary to well, to our east. Now I always have to get back to this to find out where we are. Okay, yeah, that's to our north and east. And we do have a new king here, Botond, also of the Arpad dynasty. And who was it last? Let me just quickly check. Yes, Maria of Hungary. So she was in power before that. And that's a sister of Ilona, who is our mother-in-law. Right, so we would have preferred her to be on that throne because that might have even enabled us to gain an alliance of sorts. But he is here now and is attacking the Kaiser of the Holy Roman Empire in an artifact claim war. Okay, good for you, mate. But I would like to at least have this formalized that they would not attack us. And the best thing to do that, of course, through CK3 mechanics is by exchanging hostages. And of course, we do have some daughters now. And even a sister, but she's already a bit older, right? She's about to, marry and so on. But we could send one of our younger daughters there. And, I mean, that does not seem realistic, right? She's just been born. You don't send a newborn on the road. But I guess we could pick our daughter Claudia here. And then, okay, yeah, speaking of lowborn, speaking of babies that just have been born, she is, okay, yeah, just born, but an Arpad and his daughter, and that's good for me. Okay, so do roleplay on our side. We don't have to roleplay for other characters, for NPCs. There we are. So let's take, let's do that exchange here. And as you do see, we'll even earn some renown through that. That's great. Probably because he has the bigger kingdom. So there we go. And yeah, I guess that's something I would like to have formalized. There we go. There we are. Okay, so what is it that... What else can we do? I did do something, by the way, that I need to talk about, and I hope you won't be cross with me for doing that, because it's a bit... It's cheating, basically. I did cheat. And but that is because of you. It's your fault I did this. I've been asked in the comments to move the capital away from Zadar to places that are more historically linked to Croatian kings. And there would have been either Kanin or Split, but Split was a city, and at some point, as we do know, we want to go feudal, and then it can hold cities. So I changed the holding type. Okay, I hope that's not a big deal. I think we can even put this in roleplay terms and say that we have been fortifying Split to actually become this place that we can rule in. And as we do know, it has the beautiful Palatium of Diocletian here. And I think it's even been remodeled a bit. I'm guessing this is from medieval arts, right? And yeah, I guess what would be nice is to have it moved from here to there so that it doesn't kind of fall down that cliff here, so precariously close to the edge. But I guess in roleplay terms, we could say that when we move here, this would become our new palace. Right, this is where we have our court and so on. I think that's quite beautiful, quite evocative. Okay, so that's what I did. Yeah, I did that. I don't think it's very much of that big of a cheat. I guess it even harmed me in a way because I think before that I had 1 gold more because obviously from cities you earn more treasury. So there we go. It made it worse for myself. But that's what I did here. Right. And I guess we could have our steward here going from just collecting taxes to maybe starting increasing development. Maybe let's even do that here. There you go. because I guess they are at 11. That's not very much. Even Zadar here, I think, yeah, is at 16 by now. So yeah, we definitely would want to raise development level here. Right. Apart from that, I think I'm waiting for everyone else to get home. There are still some people on the road. There we are. Because we just have finished... Alright, yeah, okay, she is still over there then. Yeah, okay, good for her. We've just finished the funeral for our father. And I think once everyone's home, I kind of can call them back. Because that's how things work here. You send them home and you call them back. I think we've done that for 3 times in a row now, right? Coronation, funeral, and now we will probably get them back for a feast because I want to do something. But I guess in order to do that, I'll just let it go and start the timer. By the way, yeah, this down here will quite possibly end the war efforts. Or I hope it will be done, because, yeah, this is unwinnable. I mean, he is brave, of course, but he's not foolish. He's an opportunistic man, and when he does not see opportunity, he would stay out of things. Right, so there we go. Okay, so he has accepted the proposal. Stefania and Claudia are exchanged as hostages. Perfect. By the way, another thing that I did was I downloaded a mod that changes the way notifications are shown. And you know, there's all these kind of toasts and the messages down here normally, and I just click them away and I miss information due to that. And I've installed this little mod where you can have this message window here that just logs everything for you. So if I think I missed something, I can just scroll a bit down, see what I've missed. And it's a bit like putting it there. You can put it anywhere, by the way, right? You can like change the height and basically put it anywhere. But I think putting down here, it's the least obtrusive. Right, so there we go. Right, where was I? Go again. So let's wait for them to return. Radovan is a weird one, by the way. That is due to his betrothal. That is has still not turned into a marriage. She's 18, so I guess there's something went wrong in the game. I hope he will marry at some point in order to have children. Yeah, okay, otherwise Castimir will take over. That is not too bad either, although we do see that we have our gripes with him, or he has with us. I don't think that's mutual. But there's something I want to do with him in a moment, so we'll get back to that. Alright, but before we do that, right, okay, that is where we ended up last time, right? That is not quite fitting because she is not at home. We weren't at the time either. But we just said, okay, that maybe that took part before that. So, no, it's inconvenient, but we'll do it. So we are at her place apparently, and trying to sway her still. And now we've looked at what we can actually do for her. A library where the books are stacked in corners, unfinished building projects all over the place, most notably a whole dining hall and a chest of gold just standing in the middle of a hallway. Banika Svetlana's residence is a mess. Oh dear. Yeah, I guess the min-maxing thing would be try to do all of them, but I guess his interest is mostly in the gold. Not to take it, but to tell her that, hey, I know a bit about, you know, procuring gold and keeping it safe, and I think that chest there is not safe. You should do something about that. There we are. Why is there no music playing? Or is there? I don't hear it. Oh yeah, it's just very quiet. Okay. As I explain the risks of keeping a chest of gold out in the open, Banika Svetlana's eyes widen in realization. Oh, of course, it shouldn't be out there. Thank you, Kralj. Things are looking good. And there are other areas I can still help her out in, yeah, but I guess my time is limited. I am the Kralj. I'm not here to, I don't know, be your interior designer or whatever, so I guess that is it for now. So I guess I'll wait until this is resolved. Yeah, by the way, minus 50%. That battle here almost did it. I spot Svetlana by the entrance, waiting to see me off in the morning. As I walk up, I hear her muttering to herself, "He really fixed the place up." Ahem! After a quick goodbye, I'm soon on the road back home again. Oh, that's okay, that's a 10 bonus. Where are we now? Plus 33, actually. Okay, that's quite good. So I guess, yeah, I guess we can let it go one more time and then switch to something else. Now, is everyone back home? Yes. People are... Well, I guess... people are still at this wretched tournament here. Even my wife. Even Bożena is there. What is happening? Why is everyone there? I guess... Well, I do want to move forward here. Can't just wait for everyone else. By that time, maybe someone would be somewhere else. I don't know. So let's do what I wanted to do. And that is... where is he now? Can I get back to him? There we go. Castamir. What do we do with him? There are several options. Of course, we could just go down the route of saying, okay, we just ignore him, or we, isolate him. But I think that is not the way Plavanek would have done that. And it might be the way Josip thinks about doing this, but then again, like, he has very much taken over the policies of his father when it comes to, dealing with people inside of the realm, because he saw that it was good, right? It worked out. And therefore, he would try to get him closer than trying to push him away further. And in order to do that, well, there's really one thing we can do, and that is having him marry our sister. As you see here, yeah, he does want it, right? So he's in for it. I guess they're not that incompatible either. He's honest, she's forgiving, just and temperate, and so on. I think that works out for both of them. So, yeah, that is definitely what I would want to do. But yeah, okay, they're not going to marry. This is a betrothal. I could have done that before then. Okay, so let's just send the proposal then. And yeah, that would just keep him close. Now he is even part of the family, right? So you don't go against family. Oh, by the way, the niece has been imprisoned. Okay. Right, because that's the king of Hungary going to claim his artifacts. Tough luck. Alright, he accepts. I'll graciously take the hand of your sister, Katerina, when the time comes. Excellent. Good stuff. Three of my most just counselors, Basil, Radovan, and Vukilo, have approached me with a proposal to reinforce the rule of law. They speak of ensuring that all my subjects, from the highest lord to the lowest commoner, are equal before the law. They propose the establishment of a system of travelling magistrates, loyal only to me. These judges would be empowered to oversee local courts and ensure my laws are applied fairly and consistently throughout the realm, curbing the abuses of petty lords. I guess that's good. Oh. Ay. That's 126 treasury. And it also gives me 79 influence. And as we do see here, influence is harder to come by than treasury. I guess we could do that. And the honorable courtiers and vassals would like that. And the three of them would certainly like that. You know what? Okay, we are doing it. I guess we just put some money in the treasury then. By the way, could we go on and... I guess this is still way too expensive, right? Could build another addition here to our mansion. Like we already have hallways, wine cellar, and fine living quarters. You would want to have something else as well. I guess for him, a private study sounds nice. Mentor and governance scheme. Okay. Improving the governor efficiency of another governor. Alright. Okay. That sounds nice, actually. Reduces influence cost for promoting candidates in the governorship your estate is located in. Okay, that's not that important for us. But I guess we'd gladly take the stewardship lifestyle experience, so there we go. And, yeah. That will be good for him. Okay, so build the private study. Right. Okay. Speaking of influence, I actually got this option here that says ask for clerical influence. That sounds good to me. I mean, yeah, 500 piety versus 100 influence doesn't look that good, but then again, what can we use piety for anyway? So why not use our influence in that case to gain influence? So we would even gain clerical political agents for 10 years. As you do see here, every house member will gain more influence for 10 years. At 20% is quite substantial. So I think that's what we're going to do. But I'd like to not just, click it and then be done with it. I think I would like to make this a bit more immersive. And since, there we go, from our point of view, we just need to cross the Adriatic and move over some mountains and then go to Rome. I think that's what we can do. And while we're at it, we might as well display some piety in the process and show everyone that we are indeed a worthy king of Christendom. We could actually do a pilgrimage. And I think that would fit quite nicely. It's summer, so it's a good time to do that. Now, they do have this option here of the worldly pilgrimage. And you would say, for someone like Josip, that would make more sense than a pious pilgrimage because he's not a pious person. Then again, for me, this is always performative, not necessarily tied to your firm beliefs or, what you hold dear yourself. But rather, it's for everybody else to see when you're doing it. So I guess that is his motivation. He wants to show that he's pious. And therefore will also gain more influence with the church. Alright. Yeah, okay. Going over the ocean has its apparent dangers. 13% chance. Okay. And then going through the mountains does 2. Is there any way we can maybe do this differently? I guess what we could do is say starting out in Ravenna. Because Ravenna obviously is this very, very important, kind of the most important papal outpost in this region here. So that is where, also beautiful churches are and so on. I'm not sure, is that one here from the new DLC? I've downloaded the 2 new DLCs, by the way. But yeah, that makes sense to me. Visiting there and then going over to Rome. And while we're at it. Okay, well, while we are at it. Why not go to Florence as well and take a look at the beautiful Santa Reparata. Okay, I guess we can do that. Shall we go to Pisa as well? I don't think we have much to do with the people from Pisa. I mean, of course, yeah. If I was min-maxing, I would say, yeah, of course I take it. But I'm not min-maxing here. So there we go. I guess we pick the route that kind of avoids places that could be dangerous. And I guess when we go back, maybe we take that route here. That also seems to do nicely. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I think that works well. We can, of course, hire captains. Oh, I guess I'll need some more here. And I think I would also venerate at local shrines, just to enhance my my piety, showing that I'm really here to, you know, worship and show everyone that I'm a great follower of Christ's laws. Anyways, okay, so that I cannot change because I have not been a pilgrim before. That's only something you can do once you are a pilgrim. I could decide to be very humble and just go with, I guess, just a few random pilgrims. But this is also a political move. No, that's way too much. But I guess I could bring some knights and bodyguards and so on, because I'm also here on a political agenda. And then, okay, what do we do here? Reflect. Adopted a mindful approach to your journey and will be looking for opportunities to relieve stress. You seek to improve the lives of others by looking for opportunities to take altruistic actions. This often leads to an increase in popular opinion and so on. I'm not very much concerned about what it does, but I think this fits him best. Like, this is how he would portray his piousness. There we go. Yeah, and I guess with that we can go. Of course, yeah, that has drained our treasury quite a lot now. Now we can even ask him to give us gold. 320 no less. That's quite substantial, actually. I wonder though. No, I guess we shouldn't press this too much, right? Because he already loses 30 opinion from us when we go for for influence. So let's not overdo it. And I guess we are fine, right? We get 13.5 per month. That's up in no time. Although preparing for my journey, I have had this sense of serenity and knowing that everything will be alright. I'm pleased to embark on this pilgrimage to Roma in order to get even closer to God, and now more than ever I feel certain that He will watch over me on my travels. I suppose we must. Okay. Right before dusk falls, we hear the cries for help, and as I look over the railing out onto the vast body of water, I notice a small boat with 3 human-like shapes. They appear to be drifting across the sea, aimlessly going where the waves take them. I try to make out who they might be, and from my limited knowledge they look to be shipwrecked Ashkenazim. Whatever could they be doing out here? I guess... oh, they would even join the court? Okay. Come on, hop aboard. Oh, I guess that's not too bad, is it? Yep. I guess that is something we could do. Yeah, that would not be his way of doing things, right? I guess he sees that more of an opportunity to gain some talent. So, there we go. Climb aboard! Of course, come with us. I mean, let's pick it from that view here. Walking around the ship on our journey to Vaticano, I spot a fellow pilgrim who does not seem to be doing very well. Clearly, her sea legs were never instilled. She whimpers softly, squatted by the railing, and holds on to it for dear life with a face that shifts in pale nuances. I should try to comfort her somehow. Maybe I should offer her some of my water. Yeah, that's the only option here anyway. So there we go. So she is one of the pilgrims that have joined us. Okay. Everything will be alright. Let's take a quick look at who is traveling with us. There you go. Our mother is coming with us. Nice. Grobesia as well. Damian is coming with us, of course. And then, yeah, the people that we've rescued. And Simon, who's a Karen Master, of course. Basil, of course, as the Archbishop. George is coming with us. And then Mark's with here as a random pilgrim. Okay. So, our first stop goes to Ravenna. There we go. And you do see, now we don't get any kind of toast that would say we've been somewhere, but rather we see it down here. We visited the Santa Apollinare Nuovo and gained some learning lifestyle. And let's have a look into like what it actually is we visit. Maybe we do that from now on, because it's a bit more immersive, isn't it, if we know what we actually see. So, the Basilica of Santa Apollinare Nuovo has only gained its current name recently, when the relics of Saint Apollinaris were transferred from the neighboring Basilica in Klas. Its history, however, is much longer. First consecrated in the early 6th century by King Theodoric of the Ostrogoths as an Arian church, the building has seen many renovations both in structure and decoration while maintaining its unique style. An elegant mixture of Western and Eastern art and its amazing Byzantine mosaics. There we go. Yeah, this would be a touch of the Byzantine Empire, because it's very much a kind of late antiquity Roman environment here in Ravenna. And now we are crossing the Apennine Mountains. There we go. Ooh, and while we are on the road, Simon has actually died. A fatal apoplexy while we were on the road. That's too bad. For him, I guess for us as well. So, do we need a new Karen Master? And Damian is like, me? Choose me. I can do it. Of course you can, but he's already Master of the Hunt and personal champion, so I don't like to do that. So maybe we just go with this guy that we picked up. He was able to survive on the waters here, so he seems to be doing well. So it's, oh yeah, we don't need those currently. Yeah, I guess that will be fine. And he's already with us, right? So that's good too, because then I'm not sure what happens. I guess we don't have the bonuses anymore that we got from the former Karen Master, but I guess we get his now because he's with us. Okay, so we have just walked past or through Firenze. That's actually the seat of famous Matilda di Canossa. There we go. So we said hi while we were there as well. Probably dining at her palace. And we visited Santa Reparata. Following the ancient Roman walls near its northern gate, this early Christian basilica has been home to Florence's Christians since before the time of Constantine. It has suffered arson and looting, reconstruction and blessings, but it has retained its original 3 naves and elegant round arches. Still, as the city grows, the old basilica may need to grow with it. Does it have... actually... I think it does have upgrades, right? You can upgrade that one. And that is how it would look in this state here. So, yeah, quite modest still. But, of course, we know what it becomes in the Renaissance era. There we go. We are moving forward. Traveling through the sometimes harsh environments has invigorating effects on at least my state of mind and vigor. As I glance over at Abaye, however, he does not appear to be doing quite as good. His movement is labored, his breathing heavy and spontaneous, bursts of coughing ripple through his body. Clearly, he is not well. Well, I guess we have Croatia with us, so can you just treat him? There we go. That's easy. Oh, wow. Okay. So while we are on the road, on this pilgrimage, her mother has died as well. Died in her sleep while probably resting or being here in Siena with Prince Bishop Comita the Proud, I see. Maybe that is why she came with us on this journey, because she knew that her time was close, and in this way she knows that she will go to heaven. I guess they would take her bones now with them and bury her in Rome, maybe even. So there we go. She did have a position at court though, right? Did she not? I guess she was chronicler, poet? Do we need one? I guess I did that before in order to gain some renown Yeah, maybe we don't need that desperately now. Let's just wait for the time being. Right. Now, we've already lost 2 on our way here, so... I am informed my hostage Stefania has at last arrived from Hungary. I'm sure my people will make her feel right at home. There we go. And do you see the renown has climbed from like 2.6 to 3.2. Great stuff. Great stuff. Where do I see where I get it actually? Don't see that here. But the pact is in place indeed. So now we're traveling down the coast. That will be very nice here. Right, and Claudia has arrived there as well. Looking at Rome from this angle. And you do see there's also the new model here. I think I need... Oh, I'm not sure if I can do this retroactively, but I made some... I think I clicked that in the settings where it said, like, prefer base game positions to medieval arts, and I shouldn't have done that. Because I think the church here should be scaled and turned around so that it looks that direction. That's alright, okay. We know what's going on, and this is, of course, the new model that we got with the new DLC. Quite beautiful, actually. There we go. The Cathedral of St. Peter. Right. There we go. We are at last in Rome. Pilgrims flock to Rome from all over the Christian world. Some follow the Via Francigena, others take less well-known paths. In the end, we all converge here, at St. Peter's Basilica, where the great man himself was put to rest. Standing here with the other pilgrims, I sense a feeling of solemn unity and fellowship shared amongst the gathered, all having overcoming various trials and tribulations along their journey. And I guess even for a cynical man like Josip, this would be awe-inspiring. Because of all the pomp that comes with it, all the ritual and ceremony that you're now being a part of. So there we go. I gained the pilgrim trait. I guess what I did not do is when we get back home, we could actually stay in Rome for a while. There we go. But now we are here, we are at Vaticano, and I guess we could do what we wanted to do, and that is, there we go, ask our head of church for influence. There you go, minus 30 opinion. He will just like, but I guess he will gladly do it now that we are showing him what a pious soul we truly are. There you go. Yeah, damn goodness, you're looking good. Fervent Josip, there are ways to move mountains beyond secular might and means to power beyond secular vulgarity. For eternal salvation, look to God. For your deliverance on earth, your family may rely on the support of our Catholic ministers. Great stuff. Good. Even gained some more influence per month now, at 900 over there. Oh god, and there he is again. There he is once more. I call on you to honor our alliance and join me in the peasant uprising. Well, currently I cannot do anything because I'm in Rome. So this missive would maybe arrive me here. But I guess we would accept that as well. Oh, I definitely can manage things from here. I'll just have to get back to it once I get home. There we are. Well, I guess, yeah, okay. That's not his concern. That is his concern. So, and I think that is his only county, right? So once this is over, he will be out of a job. Okay. Oh, not be that great, I guess. So, that would be our alliance then. Gone. Anyway, let's get back to this. Georgis here as well. reading some books in his chainmail. Hoburg. There's only so much a man can pray without looking for other equally important ways to spend one's time. And Pope Manfredo, there he is again, is a lovely residence that he so kindly allows me to visit. I hear some voices come from one of the rooms, and in doing this you'd achieve the greatest technique. I peek inside and see Silvestro explaining his craft to a group of interested courtiers who eagerly follow his teachings. What exactly is his craft? I guess he's also mortally ill. So you may as well take some inspiration from him before he's gone. No, I don't need him at my court. I don't want to pay him money. I guess a person is not enough to risk the fury of Pope Manfredo. I get it. I let him do his things and be ailing and quite possibly die in a moment. So there we go. You do fine, mate. Everything's fine. I will at least get to the first step here. At least have a decent pilgrimage, right? One can only hope. What else do we have here? Oh, at least I bonded with Damian. There we go. We're such good friends. Oh, what's happening now? Basileus Michael VII of the Byzantine Empire declared the Byzantine de jure war for the Duchy of Apulia against Duchess Egelina. That is a massive development. Let's head back here. The Duchy of Apulia is actually, yeah, this whole piece of southern Italy, and now the Byzantines are going for it. That we cannot be happy with that. Of course, we were somewhat supporting the de Hauteville's here and the Normans in general because they went against the Byzantines. So yeah, it's like the enemy of your enemy is your friend kind of approach. And yeah, so that will be them, I think, because okay, yeah, they are cooked. The only one that she's allied to is Guy, and he's here, yeah, being besieged. I guess that's a very opportune thing for the Basileus to do. Well, nothing much we can do about that now, but we definitely look at that with concern. Great concern, actually, because here's a Basileus willing to consolidate former borders. Oh, I lead a communal prayer. There we go. Abaya, my courtiers, peers out over the sprawling holy site of Roma as we make our way through the crowd. Roma is truly a sight to behold, a place where cultures meet and faiths come together to worship. Are we not blessed to get to experience such familiarity and companionship? He looks at me expectantly. Oh, I cannot do that. The feats spirituality can achieve, or man built this place, not divinities. I guess this is a question of whether he really thinks he is in a private environment here, or whether he still thinks he's being watched. that would kind of make the difference here. But you know what? In cases such as this, I will just roll the die and then see what's happening. It's a 1. So we say, the feat spirituality can achieve. Isn't it marvelous? And we cringe inside a little, I guess. So. I observed a good omen. And at least we are on stage 1 now. Good stuff. Organized a religious procession. There we go. Oh! You haggled in the markets of Vaticano. Even got some gold while we were here. Look at that. We turned this into a quite prosperous endeavor. Okay, yeah. We're going down this path. Certainly, that's what he is all about. And I guess we'll take that one here. There we go. And that definitely has an impact on our treasury. Getting 10% more in tax. Okay, this is soon over. We are currently in December. And I guess it is over right around Christmas time, so that's quite fitting. A pilgrim puts down a votive door before the altar, bowing her head. I see Leo blessing her and muttering something in her ear. Holy. I managed to hear. The bishop makes a gesture. Do you also bring something to have blessed, dear Kralj? Oh. Oh, there we go. The fame of my foghorn. I guess no, we are here because we are actually... this is fitting, right? I guess we gained some stress because we're greedy and cynical. But then again, this is great. What does it do currently? There's no piety modifier. Let's see what it does now. Yeah, monthly piety plus 2%. Okay. I'll take it. Our good foghorn. Of course, we brought that with us. That's our artifact, our great artifact that we like to show off. As our time at this sacred site draws to an end, I feel reassured that while I may not have been the most pious pilgrim out there, I have proven my dedication to the Lord in more ways than one. This being my first pilgrimage, and while no pilgrimage is exactly alike, I feel confident that I am more familiar with what to expect from this type of spiritual journey in the future. Okay. Well, interesting. I look forward to bunking in my own bed. Yeah, it's gonna take a while until we're home. But then we go. We gain some piety, we gain some experience, we gain... we become the owner of St. Catherine's Shin. Oh, wow! Oh, there we go. I fulfill the requirements, so I get plus 0.1 piety. Okay. I guess that's something that when we're back at home, we can display. Show the people. Look. That's the shin. The shin of a martyr. The shin of a saint. So that's that. Okay, I can ask him for gold. But I guess... He is greedy and opportunistic. And now that he has the Pope's ear and he is there, he just needs to bugger him a little more, right? He just needs to go there and be like, hey, by the way, have you seen what a good Christian I am? Truly, you are willing to grant me some more of what the church can offer. I think I'll do it. Again, that just fits his character. He is not that concerned now with pissing him off a little. Eventually he will get around it. Forget about it. And take more from what we want. And we definitely want gold. So there we go. Ask for gold. At a distance, the city of Roma is a forest of towers and a maze of stone buildings. As we approach, the scenery shifts. Ruins of monuments, walls, and ancient churches coexist with farms and grazing animals. Pilgrims seem to be everywhere, bartering, conversing, and queuing to shrines and tombs of the city's saints. Mansions of forgotten aristocrats now serve as hostels for the faithful. My Archbishop Basile muses thoughtfully. My liege, we could spend time here to study their customs. Ah, okay. Okay, that is actually something that will make us... oh yeah, okay, we would lose gold and we acquire something. Okay. A great opportunity for some learned conversation. Yeah, do we do we still need to keep that up now? We got everything that we wanted. Even the chance I'll get the wise man trait. That's a bit weird for him. Spend only as much time in Roma as necessary to prepare the continued journey. I think we're just about to get money, and I said before that I don't interpret his greed as, like, hoarding his wealth, but rather acquiring wealth in order to do something great with it. And while I don't like the idea of having a mental breakdown in the city of Rome, I guess I'll choose the option where we buy something from the markets. I guess he's good at that, right? So there you go. No, it's here. So what did we get? Oh, wow. The Veil of Veronica. An elegant reliquary containing a holy relic, the authentic Veil of Veronica. A piece of cloth on which Jesus' face was miraculously impressed during the Passion. It is said to heal the ill through the grace of God. I think that's a proper bargain we made there. That is a proper bargain. Look at us. The Veil of Veronica. Giving us even more piety. Piety per night as well. And domain taxes of the same faith is increased by 4%. Ay, ay, ay. Look at our treasury. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. Wow, okay. Oh yeah, that was totally worth some little, breaking down of I'm spending so much money. Well, you do, but you're getting great things. And there we go. There is our money. So, what are you crying about? Why doesn't he lose stress now, Weird game. Anyways, okay, so we are on our way back home. Picking a different route, the one that's closest to home. So we're not going to traverse the Abruzzo mountains, we're just going further north of the Apennine to go east. Oh, Madonna of the Art Procession. As you and your retinue traverse the luscious plains of Latium, you stumble upon a large procession of villagers, all carrying a beautifully crafted statue of the Madonna of the Arch. This is a local tradition, where the statue is carried from one village to another, bringing blessings and good fortune to the people of Latium. You notice the locals looking at you with hopeful eyes. Joining them in their procession could earn you their goodwill and respect. However, it would also mean delaying your journey, potentially throwing off your schedule. Markswith, your caravan master, looks to you for... My caravan master? He's not my caravan master. Anyways. I guess either of these things... Yeah, I guess he could play the cynical card now. He's going home, and he's like... Ugh. But I guess he's still out here, and he's still part. Even the going home part is still part of the performance, right? And so again, being seen with them, that might actually be something that he would want to do. Oh, we don't have the time. I'd go home. Let's just roll the die in that case. It's a 1, so I will join them. There you go. Don't know if that worked. Don't see the thing down here. Long after night is settled, I find myself laughing, telling stories and drinking with my personal physician Krobesha, my Archbishop Basil, and my master of the hunt Damian. That's a good company. I didn't know he had it in him, but Krobesha ends up telling a particularly ribald story about 4 peasants he had seen in Zadar. After drying my eyes from the laughter and drinking a bit to clear my throat, I will... have him tell another story. There we go. That's easing our nerves a little. Every step of the way something happens now. As we continue through Viterbo one day, Benjamin suddenly perks up for some reason. Before I can ask what he is thinking of, I guess. He asks everyone if they remember the folk song about the beauty of Viterbo. It's the one we heard the locals singing in the tavern the other day, Benjamin reminds us. As soon as he starts singing the lyrics, everyone starts to record a song and they all join in with varying amounts of lyrical ability. With everyone's hearts heartened by the cheerful tune, the journey seems less dreary all of a sudden. Oh yeah, okay. I'll join in the singing then. That's nice. There you go. About to cross the mountain sea. Of course it is winter, so that is not ideal. Oh yeah, by the way. What happened here? Well, I guess I will have a look at that in a moment. Alright, yes, in that case we impressed the locals. Showing respect for their traditions, okay. Oh, got some piety. And the arousal causes stress, okay, I guess what we should do when we get back home. Visit someone else. Basileus Michael VII, the Holy of the Byzantine Empire, took the title Turma of Travunia from Turmaches Matthias. Okay, so that's not very... okay. That's not concerning us very much. But I guess there's some things happening there. As you do see, we now get some more information here, which is quite good. And I guess that depends on the people I have in here. So maybe this could be a moment where I also reorganize this a little. Let's get maybe rid of everyone here for now. And then put every... I guess I can continue journeying while I do that. Maybe on slow mode. Him as well, of course. Ugra. And Svetlana. There you go, that's the most important ones here. Then, how about the Doge? Oh. I have seen the world and beheld its many wonders in my travels, but never have I beheld such beauties as the ones I've seen in Ancona. Truly, Italian women are a cut above all the rest. One particularly fascinating specimen has taken my eye as of late, a woman by the name of Tomasina. A pretty little sunshine, she is far too pleasing to my eye to spend her days slaving away in Ancona. Is she, though? I guess that's his arousal speaking here. So maybe he had a drink too many and fell for that. No, I guess that's not convincing. Not convincing enough. Okay, let's pick the Pope. And then, of course, him. Would like to know also what happens to Guy. And Adalbero here. And then probably the King of Hungary too. So now we get updates whenever something happens with them. That's good. That's actually great. That's something I always wanted, right? Okay, so we're going back to Zadar. Oh. My sister and friend Maria was captured by Sultan Tamim of Zirid during the siege of Rossano. Oh, that is not good. He won't allow us to pay the ransom right now, but the war will be over. And I guess we will pay the ransom then. Because, of course, that is our sister. When is it over then? There we go. Anyway, so we have returned. My journey has been a long one, but I have finally come home again. While much remains the same, something has changed in how the priests treat me. I've undergone the journey of a holy man, and they insist it has changed something about me, whether I can see it myself or not. I'm pretty sure this would have had an impression on him. Again, even though he is a bit of a cynicist when it comes to these matters. Yeah, let's put that there now. Alright, okay, so. Alright, yeah, that's invalidated now. Oh, I can expand the duchy, finally. But before I do that, let me quickly have a look. Can I actually... Alright, yeah. So, where is she? We don't have to look in here. I can just quickly go here. Oh, this is not going to be easy. Damn it. I guess I have to wait until he's traveling to a prison location now. Yeah. Okay. Which would be somewhere in northern Africa, I guess. Ugh. That means I need to wait. Anyways, okay, so in the meantime, let's expand the duchy. Banovina of Dalmatia becomes the Jura Liege of Jupania of Pagania. No, that's not what I wanted, I guess. Moko? Or is that Pagania? Yeah, okay. It's just a different name. 1,000 prestige, but that's fine. That is fine. There we are. So, I guess we can give this one here to someone else now. And would you believe it? He has just turned 16, our brother Voinomir. So that is the ideal moment here to actually give him, grant him an appointment to Zahumlia. Great stuff. Oh. Must hold or receive at least one county together with... okay. That's of course our wife. And I guess we can't... Can we... I guess I can't revoke it because she is an ally. I did a whoopsie there, apparently. I should not give her the whole Banovina, because that would give the Trpimirović some power once more. And that's Duimus here, someone that I also installed there. Or do I keep it that way and instead of giving him Zahumlia, I will give him Rashka. Right? There we go. That means, yeah, we won't have access to Podrinia anymore. But I guess that wasn't that relevant for us when it comes to our earnings. And then at least he would have... Yeah, that one. Okay, yeah, let's do it. I need to get rid of at least one Banovina because people don't like it apparently when I hold too many. So, there we go. And now we have a second Gusic. I always say Gusic, by the way, isn't it Gusic? Because I always, in other in other cases, and in every other case, I pronounce this as a sh. Speakers of the beautiful Croatian language, please tell me, what is it? Or sh. I will follow your orders. Right. So, we did that. And again, yeah, we could create the Kingdom of Serbia and the Duchy of Dubrovnik. Dubrovnik doesn't make that much sense currently because that one that one too is being held by Dobroslav here. That is Ragusa down here. And yeah, that's not if I create it, I don't have anyone to give it to other than him. I don't want to put another Banovina on his head. Oh, he does have another daughter, by the way. I'm still looking into having one of his daughters marry our son when they grow up. Let's keep an eye on her as well. Daliborka. Because there we go. There's our Pravanik here. Now 3 years old and a bossy child. Very good. He's born to be a leader, of course. There we go. His heritage now. Right? A grandson of the House Arpad. A grandson of House Trpimirović. And Gusic, of course. So, there we are. And the question is, should I create the Kingdom of Serbia now? This would, of course, make it easier to go for lands in Serbia, obviously. Huh. If I wanted to declare war, right? I could still go for seize the Duchy. Oh, Duchy, yeah. I don't need the kingdom for doing that. No, let's not create it now, because it might create some difficulties along the line. You know, I don't want those two titles to split anytime. Might actually be that we create it once in order to create the Illyrian kingdom, because that is one of the requirements, as you see down here. Right, you hold the Kingdom of Serbia title. All right. So, we are back at home. Is that the time now where we formalize this and say we move our court to Split, from Zadar to Split? That will definitely give me less treasury, I think, because Zadar is yeah, the one province that we've worked for so much. Maybe not. Maybe let's wait still and let's see to it that we create more. There we are. More wealth in Split first. Yeah. I guess we have a trade port. That's the most important thing. I guess what we could do. I guess at some point we will have. We will have epidemics. That's just going to happen. Maybe we could build hospices here. That sounds good, actually. Sounds like a very pious thing to do as well. So, there we go. Nope, not enough. Enough. There we go. I wonder, why did the treasury go down to 3 again? It was like at 16. I sometimes don't understand how the game works. Maybe there's something to do with the kind of treasury that we set up. Oh, I guess we can promote him as well. I guess he already has a title now. But there we go. Yeah, let's do it automatically. Let's have people in the realm help. And there we are. Oh yeah, by the way, we don't have a war going. And what I want to do is, now that we have had our first experiences in war, and I think that this would be a good time to have a look into our setup here and say, okay, we did rely on these light footmen here, but obviously they're not great. But now we have the experience to actually know what we need in order to advance. And several things I could think about here. This is a great mod, by the way, because otherwise this would be a pain in the ass, right? I would have to delete all of them and then create new ones. That would cost me so much money. Instead, what I will do is retrain them. And now you see what we can actually have. Now, of course, there is this strike cavalry here. And that apparently is one that we, the game says, is very much a Croatian thing. And it would be, but not in this time. So that would be like a proto strike cavalry. Now, I think what makes more sense is, since we had footmen here, is going from light footmen to armored footmen. We now have the means, and that's the coin that we have here. That's reflected in the equipment that we buy. Right? Chainmail and heavier shields and weapons. Costs us 180 now, because that is now the difference between what light footmen cost and what armored footmen would cost. So I will do that for 180 gold. There we go. And now we have 400 armored footmen. That sounds better, doesn't it? Yeah, let's have them here for now. That sounds much better. Right. So at least on that front we are advancing. Yeah, of course, that is the big thing that's currently happening. And, dreading the consequence. What I'm still hoping is that at some point, the Seljuks will say, hey, I want a piece of that pie. So, by the way, I hope you don't find this disorienting now that the the tilt is always there. Please message me if that is the case, and if you would like to have it the other way, that we always have the north-centered view again. What else could I do? Yeah, no, we said that we don't want that. Is it time to create an accolade? I guess it is. Let's have Damian become the bearer of the Kralji's shield. That sounds great, actually. I'll give him some other official title, right? Maybe that is the name he goes under now as the personal champion. Let's do that. That means we can have more. Yes, yes, yes. Do we have someone else at court who already can't? No. But yeah, let's increase. 180. Ooh, okay. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Could gain some coin from Dobroslav here. Like, give me money. Oh yeah, by the way, I have ignored this. The house feud with House Vojislavievich. And of course that includes Dobroslav. But he likes us, as we do see. And I think for now, this is a one-sided feud. We did not purposefully go into a feud here. We just wanted their land. There was no bad feeling. That's just what happened. So unless they go on berserk and kill members of our family, yeah, I guess he would not be concerned. He would not act upon this. They're very weak over here right now anyway, and he does not think that Dobroslav would do anything against him. Look at him, being forgiving. So there we go. Damian's prowess increased by 2. Good stuff. And Gorobesha once more gained some experience in the physician trade. Oh, this Markswith apparently has stayed with us. I guess she's not too bad. Midas touched. I guess we would even like her because she's brave and greedy. So that's a person we can get around. The methods of statecraft are being debated with surprising fervor in my court. Markswith and Francesca stand before me, their disagreement over a simple diplomatic matter revealing a deep philosophical divide. A powerful vassal has asked a direct and inconvenient question from my future plans. Markswith argues that an honest, if difficult, answer is the only way to maintain trust. Francesca recommends a clever lie to placate them for now. I guess I don't like either of these terribly much. There we go. But I guess in the end, he is more on the side of honesty, even if his traits don't reflect that. Because again, that was more of his father's approach. Not doing things behind others' backs, but rather telling them straight, and that has gained him the position that he was in, or part of it. So I guess in that case we would say a web of lies will endanger us all. And I take the stress. Can I actually... Can I work off some stress? There we go. It's sometimes hard to find the motivation to remain consistent when exercising by myself. Oh yeah. I could try to find myself a partner who then would not only motivate me on bad days, but would also be someone that I can compare myself to when tracking my own progress. What kind of companion would suit me the most? Someone I can look up to, someone to keep me on my toes, or perhaps someone I know I should never aspire to be. I guess that makes sense for him. Yeah, he's not mean-spirited. You know, he trains with George and I guess admires his prowess and thinks, yeah, when I'm grown up, I want to be like him. That's not how that works. Jesus Christ, so many decisions here. I guess I could just... Don't need that one anyway. So that's a bit less scrolling. Yeah, of course. The game asks me to offer a hostage to the Basileus. And that, I guess, would be right. But I can't exactly... I don't think I can call her back then. Like, if it's one of my daughters. If I wanted to, because that would depend on him. Doesn't say here that he has any claims or he wants something here, so maybe we're good when it comes to that. Let me just check. Where is the... Right, okay. The borders of the Byzantine Empire actually don't reach to Serbia. Oh. So there won't be any de jure claims. That is good. That is something to keep in mind. So I guess we don't terribly need to do that. He would be more interested in regaining all that land here in southern Italy. Oh yeah, by the way, I have been asked what is happening around Europe right now, and I guess that is an interesting question, because now that we saw Sultan Tamim here conquering parts of Italy, he has already conquered parts of Sicily, reigning from Africa, but having spread his realm into Sardinia, and especially like the famous mine here in Cagliari. So that is something that's happening. Then, if we look over here, don't see much development, I think, in Iberia. That's still more or less the same constellation that we had before. There's France, and France is doing similarly, I guess. We have King Hugues the second, who is reigning, and I guess his brother Philippe was dethroned at some point, probably because of his excommunication. There we have him. Then we have the Kingdom of England, where we have King Richard the Second. Okay. Richards are coming a bit early for England in this case. And now we have Kaiser Jakob, there we go, of the Holy Roman Empire. Already on the older side as well, excommunicated as well. So, oh yeah. And part of 4 wars, actually. All right. Denmark over here. Sweden, Norway. That sounds fine. Poland, Hungary. Everything over here looks normal to me. Seljuks are very powerful, actually, right? They have firmly established themselves here on the Syrian coast. There's Egypt down there. There's actually some interesting... we have shepherds here around Jerusalem. That's quite interesting, actually. What religion are they from? Like Asharism. Oh, right, okay. That's definitely the prevalent religion here. So I guess taking Jerusalem will not be easy if there's ever a crusade for it. Of course, you have the Byzantines. They are growing quite strong, as we see. And yeah, that's it for now. That's Europe, at least. I mean, we could have a look elsewhere, of course, too, but that's like not directly affecting us anyway. Okay, let's continue. Still waiting for... Alright, yeah, she's still only 14. Maybe I can speed it up a little. Right, okay. There we go. Of course, now that we have these armored footmen, we need to pay a lot more for their upkeep. That's something we definitely see over here. Still wonder why I have so little treasury now. That's not fair. I guess we could go raiding. Or where and why we would raid, though. I guess opportunism. That's my my explanation for everything right now. Opportunism. Oh. My marshal, Ban Radovan, very hesitantly brings my guest, Čedomir, to me. Knes Milivoy has asked me to promote Čedomir to be the honor of commandership, but I believe that you might wish to have a say in the matter beforehand. Čedomir averts his eyes. Okay, so... yeah, okay. He's, I think, Daddy over here, yeah, is a bit ambitious about this, although he isn't really. But, do I even take him as a courtier? I don't have any use for him, frankly. But then again, why would I need to insult him? And it doesn't hurt to have him in my court anyway, so... okay. Let him come. By the way, I still have these... alright, yeah, I do have an excellent tutor. There's antiquarian. Do I get a better one in here? Okay, Croatia, but he does other things too. Not there. In the court chronicler, court poet... I need to think about this a bit more if I put anyone in these positions here. Of course, right now we don't have that much treasury anyway, so might as well relieve Georg of this position here as bodyguard, because I don't think he's very much afraid of anyone trying to assassinate him or anything, and he can very much hold his own. So, yeah. I guess he's not going to like it, but he's still a very revered knight of ours. Right. What else are we going to do then? Waiting for that marriage to happen. And yeah, closely having a look into what's happening in the Byzantine Empire. My family gathered at the Great Hall in Zadar, enjoying the realm's relative peace while we feasted. My little boy Pravanik was a delight, his behavior a credit to the entire family. Look at him. Meanwhile, my younger sister Ekaterina was a holy terror, running around the hall with boundless energy and shouting until her voice became hoarse. Okay. Even so, it was good. We were all together, and that's what matters most. These are the times you will remember. Aww. Having some family bliss. Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of family bliss, can either invite her to visit or go over to her and make love to her. I guess you would do that. Yep. There we go. That's a little travel. I guess we don't need these. Oh, I guess we could have a look into the Mostre community. There we go, back. Whoop. That's, okay. Let's hire a mountaineer then. There we go, just to make sure. And, yeah, start traveling. Aha. The Maraschino merriment. I think that's the third time we got this, right? The first two ones were with Pravanik. As your party navigates the expansive plains of Dalmatia, you stumble upon a verdant cherry orchard laden with dark, glossy Maraska cherries. The local farmers seeking your curious gaze invite you to join them in the making of maraschino liquor, a regional specialty. The sweet aromatic scent of the cherries fills the air, promising a delightful respite from your journey. Accepting the invitation could boost the morale of your party, but it might also delay your journey. I'm not that worried about the delay. So I guess we could just join the farmers, yeah? Which also means that we get some more... There we go, a bottle of maraschino. Which does very little, I guess, but it's nice. It's a throwback to our father. While traversing a challenging path in Biograd, I hear laughter ahead. My courtier Safia, I guess that's the mountain person. Mountain person, Jesus Christ. Our guide. Are working together to cross a wide grassland-fed river. Safia, your idea to build a makeshift bridge was brilliant, exclaims Benjamin. Safia replies with a chuckle. Your quick thinking with those long grasses tied it all together. It seems as if this obstacle has led to a new friendship. Oh, isn't that nice? Very commendable. So we're traveling to the mountains. To our wife. Oh. A Zaklumian resting place. As your party traverses the rugged mountains of Zaklumia, you stumble upon a weathered stone sarcophagus half hidden beneath overgrown vegetation. The ancient tomb is adorned with intricate carvings depicting a local flora and fauna. Serpents coiling around grapevines, a deer leaping through forests, and birds taking flight. Grobesha examines the craftsmanship with evident fascination. These motifs predate Christianity in these lands, he observes. The Zaklumians had their own burial traditions, quite distinct from Byzantine practices. The sarcophagus lid appears undisturbed, suggesting the occupant has rested here for centuries. You must decide whether to investigate further or leave the dead in peace. Okay. I guess he's not that much concerned when it comes to the piety in that case. So he could examine it, but also he could document it. Well, that would be grave robbery. Now, I think that goes a bit too far, right? And that one here is... Alright, that would mean he does it. No, he's a 60-year-old man. He should not do these things. Nah, but he's not going to pray for them either. In that case, we will just leave it. I don't want him to endanger himself just for my curiosity. Grigori is lost deep in thought when our entourage enters the quarries of Glamoch. He is leaned over a large, roughly cut wooden table, absorbed in drawing something on a scroll. I lean in close over his shoulder, drawing his attention. Highness, I did not notice you there. My sincere apologies. I inquire about what he is up to, and Grigori replies, "Oh, I'm drawing up my thoughts on construction and the building of foundations. I'm quite the architect, you see." He smiles shyly. Okay, and now we can buy that of him, I guess. No, that's way too much money, and he's not that great. I mean, he is good, obviously, but not 100 gold worth. So that's nice. Keep up the good work, I guess. So there we are. After a long journey, I finally arrived in Javorje. I can now make love to my wife, Ralika Bojena, and attend to other matters while I'm here. I guess I will stay then, and use the option to make love to my wife. There we go. Yep. And they're both faithful to each other. Isn't that great? And don't read the other text here. That's very naughty. So yeah. I guess that is it, right? We don't need to... I guess we could stay for a week or so, right? Catch up a little, because we do like her. So that would be it, right? So now we can actively say leave. No, I have to do that manually. So I guess in that case we go home. Low county control. I should do something about that then. Oh, ancient Bosnian inscriptions. As you traverse the rugged mountains of Upper Bosnia, your party stumbles upon a hidden cave. Savia spots something unusual on the cave walls. A series of ancient inscriptions etched in Bosnian Cyrillic. The inscriptions are faded and difficult to read, but with some effort you might be able to decipher them. Ubesha suggests that these inscriptions could contain a piece of forgotten history, or even a useful hint for your journey. However, Savia warns that the inscriptions could also be a trap left by bandits or other unsavory characters. Okay. This could lead to treasure. I guess a lot of these options here make sense. I guess no, I don't think he would think this is something that bandits would have left, because that would be a very elaborate thing to do for a bandit. Like, they could just do the whole log on the road thing, right? But instead they were thinking, hey, we put some inscriptions in this hidden cave that look very authentic, because we can do that, we're bandits, and then someone might see it, and then they might make camp there in order to translate it. I guess that's too elaborate for any bandit to do. So either we ask Gubesha to decipher, or we take a rubbing of it, or we take the money. I rolled a 5. We take the money. It is indeed a treasure map, apparently. Look at that. Got us some coin. Okay, so we are visiting Svetlana over here. That makes sense. Finally, we get to visit her in person. Maybe the things that we did before take place now. Right? Let's be generous with our role-playing here. I can actually get 50 gold from double stuff. Let's think about that. No, nothing else I want to do here, I think. So, Svetlana, how are you doing, and how is your Moshra community? Oh, it doesn't say anything about it, right? There's no text here. This community is a group of people who are devoted to religion. Right. And I guess that would be the Christiani religion then. Okay. Well, I guess they are our subjects, and while we do want them to convert, it would make sense to also hear them out. At least. That's our responsibility as king. I guess let's speed it up again. Traveling all the time today, and he will travel some more in a minute, because I have forgotten something I wanted to do. As you navigate the rugged terrain of the Dalmatian mountains, you come across a lively scene. The locals of a small village are celebrating the feast of Saint Michael in a unique way. They are tossing walnuts down the mountainside, a tradition they believe brings good luck and bountiful harvests. The air is filled with laughter and the crackling sound of walnuts bouncing off rocks. Amora, a villager, spots you and your party and invites you to join the festivities. She explains that participating in the walnut tossing could earn you the goodwill of the villagers. However, the mountainside is steep and the walnuts are slick. One wrong step could lead to a walnut-related mishap. That's a bit far-fetched. The walnuts are slick. Why? Have you ever held a walnut in your hand? They're not very slick. I've joined many festivals. This reminds me of a problem. Okay, that's us reflecting about something we've already seen. I guess we could just do it. Nah. Roll the die. Maybe the first or the second or the last option. Take the last one. I've joined many festivals. This reminds me of ones abroad. Very clever, are we? There we go. Okay, so it's winter. So I guess we leave it be for the time being. Oh yeah. We have upgraded. And now we have a private study. Okay. I guess these are all at level 2 and these aren't. Yeah, maybe even go... 120 gold. Nah, don't think that is worth it for me currently. Oh, look at them. Look at that. His speedboat. Oh. Oh. Ah, right. Oh. I forgot about her. Oh, damn it. I did forget about her. And now she has died in captivity. Oh, wow. Okay. I guess that was him. Wow. I guess fearsome and deceitful and so on. I guess we do have some allies. Who do we have allies now? Oh yeah, Ungar would join, Anabera would join, and Radovan. Okay. No, that's not what we could do. Is there anything I could do? Try to murder him in retaliation? Don't think he's that inclined to do that. No, it is a tragedy, of course, and yeah. Potentially create an alliance, okay, with him. Yeah, that is very sad, of course. Losing our dear sister to some monster that kept her in a dungeon. Alright, that one needs to go a little further. Aha! There we go. This one has been resolved, and there we do see it. This one is now Byzantine. Wow. And Kaiser Jakob has lost against King Hugues in the French-Injury War for the County of Boulogne. Okay. I guess we don't need to track him anymore then. Oh, okay. Oh, and I'm stressed. Because of my arousal. There we go. I'll just walk. No, not seeing that. I'm not seeing that. Don't want to get copyright strikes. Jesus Christ. I hear a commotion from my son Pravanic's chambers. Hastening inside, I see the wet nurse Blanca is playing with Pravanik. My Kali, perfect timing. Pravanik just took his first step, she shouts. I guess these events too we could put into a bit of a favor for favoring angle and say this happened while he was a year old or something, right? Yeah. What else can he do? No, I guess he would be proud of his son. He is proud to have a son who's this kind of bossy little guy. I guess we could already put him on a path, although I don't like it that much. That would be, again, cheesing the mechanics, because they, in the background, whenever you have a child, in the background there's this tracker that accumulates points, and when they are 16, these points are turned into like how good their education was, and that starts at age 4 actually. So we could start training him right now, but that would also mean having to set his education focus, and I think I would like to leave it up to chance, because I don't want to have the same character every time I play. I'm very happy that Josip is different from Pravanik in certain aspects. And I think I would like to be Pravanik, to have him like similarly different. Similarly different. Jesus Christ, what am I talking about? You know what I mean, though. Alright, I'm waiting for winter to pass. And then there's another thing that I wanted to do. Oh, there we go. Child educated. Nope. What's that? What's happening? Župan Theodor of Zelengora died in his sleep. Božena, as well as other agents, joined in your scheme to promote. Oh, right, okay, he was part of that scheme. Okay. So I guess that's not that important. And now the daughter took over. Okay. That is, of course... Oh, no, that's a Croatian family of Mogorović. Okay. Of course, that was Theodor. I remember Theodor, of course. He was our, I think, seneschal for the longest time. Also, earlier in his life, he was a steward, very good at that. Always someone who could be trusted to fulfill his position. And of course, there's Georgia, who was our physician at some point before she became blind and was not really suitable for her to treat patients anymore, especially with a knife. So, oh, we're offered a Dalmatian Volga tutor, but I don't think we need that right now because we have a few speakers at court that are already very knowledgeable. Benjamin, for example, as well. So no, we don't need that. He can die in peace. There we go. It's March. I guess that's enough. What I think he wants to do. Now again, we have Hungary settled. We have an alliance here. We have had our our ways with the Pope. No, that doesn't sound nice. We used our connection to the Pope, but there is one power that's close to us that we have not communicated with so far, and that is Venice. And I think he would like to visit Venice. There we go. Yeah, I guess we should hire another captain. That's expensive, but worth it in the end. Yeah, don't need to do anything else. Like, yeah, of course I could take these chances here, but nah. He wants to go over there. I don't know quite which mod does this. I think it's a traveler mod. Must be. Okay, all packed and proper. We are going to Venezia. Sailing up the Adria. Following the ship. Sorry, I'm having way too much fun with this. Okay, so here we are. We arrived at Venice. And my host... Yeah, it says king here because it's an administrative system. There you go. Domenico of Venice is wondering what I plan to do while here. Now we have several options, and that is either to get to know him better, and then to establish trade between Venezia and Zadar. And I think that is what we are here for. Right? I guess could learn about their culture. Hunting doesn't make that much sense, considering that this is a city that's built on top of a swamp. So, but no, we're hunting. Maybe the locals. We could either do that or that. But I guess, yeah, he's here for establishing trade. And there we go. Got some money too. Let's stay here for a while then to just reflect this and say he's here for a month or so. To negotiate. And that now he has the Venetians in a spot where he wants them, like profiting from their trade routes and everything, while they are not inclined to take any of our land. Okay, anyways. Yeah, I think we don't have Republican rulers, right? So that, but the governor's salary is increased of plus 10%, okay. And administrative vassal tax, of course. Give me those detailed ledgers. I want them. Right, good stuff. I guess that's enough now. So we are saying goodbye. There we go. Time to head back home. Yeah, that was totally worth it. Considering we spent 15 treasury to get there and got 100 gold out of it. So, yeah, that's a win in my book. I'm going back. And sailing back safely into the harbor at Zadar. Alright. Please, Josip, you work too much. It's like this scheme is consuming you, moans my wife, Kralj Božena, for what feels like the 100th time. I have been diligent of late, there's no denying that, but no more than necessary, surely. The haggard look of worry across Božena's face tells me that that may not be the case. What does that mean then? Gains put relationship first? Ah, okay. And the maximum chance is reduced. But she gains some opinion of us and we lose some stress. True wife wouldn't ask that of me. I do think he recognizes that when she has concern for him. You know what? Of course. She's right. I should lay back some time. News arrives of a noble's misfortune. Their realm is weakened, vulnerable, and I immediately notice an opportunity. There are assets to be acquired, alliances to be reformed, and claims to be pressed while they are too weak to resist. My advisors present the options with careful neutrality, awaiting my command. Part of me wonders if I should offer assistance as an honorable ruler would, but I've learned to watch and wait. The vulture does not cause the death, it simply takes advantage of it. This is pragmatism, not cruelty. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's one of these things that come with the immersive personality mod. One proud Brazilian. And it's a 50-50 thing always. Like, there's nothing that can influence this. So, But I guess he is a risk taker. We said that before, right? So, yeah, opportunity waits for no one. He is a risk taker. Need to remind myself of that. Alright, what can we do with our influence, by the way? My decision to capitalize on my neighbor's misfortune has secured the future of my realm. The assets I acquired have provided a crucial economic boom, and the alliances I forged have made us a regional power. It was a cold but necessary move. My court sees a ruler who's not cruel but pragmatic and visionary. They understand that I'm willing to make the hard choices to ensure our prosperity and security. My opportunism has been vindicated by its spectacular success. So great stuff. And we gained some treasury. Wow. Okay, I'll take it. I guess we could interpret this as something to do with what happened here. Right, so we profited in the end from it, even though it was a negative, like in total. But now we also got to profit from it. Oh. They're still building there. Nearly done now. Oh, things are happening. Right, it's all happening in some other places, so I'm not that concerned about them. I can negotiate alliances. Okay. Prince Gesa, the Honest, or Prince Lampert of Hungary. Gesa. It's already a bit on the older side. But I guess for now, that would be worth it. No, I guess he's not directly attacking, he's just part of it, so he won't call me into some stupid war that I don't want to be part of. Okay. this is at maximum now. Honored by your request to... Glad to call you an ally. Good stuff. Execute this scheme. There we go. Yay! How's it looking, anyway? All families. These are the powerful ones. Ah, there we go. We are at 103 points. As you see, the Trpimirović still outrank us. Oh, we are staunch. I could... Well, we're currently here, right? But we could take it there. So we have more... development growth, more domicile income, and more governor trade experience. I guess that's what we could do. That's what we worked for. Upgrade! Oh, there we go. Okay, so we do have a political scheme that we can do now. Could we do something with her? Appointment, bolster government. No, not retiring her. Anything here really that we could do? Vassal directive, I think she already has one. Bolster governance. Support her governor efficiency. I guess that would make sense. Mentor and governance. There it is. That's the one that I wanted to do. Cost us 30 influence, but I guess would be nice to have her be more efficient at what she does because she's 19. She's not going anywhere. So I'd rather invest in her in order to gain some more tax from her in the end. Right? That's the thought behind it. Thought process. There we go. Ah, there we are. It's a political scheme. 95% chance. Good stuff. Good. Right. What else are we going to do? Yeah, we can host a feast. I want to wait until Ekaterina here comes of age and marries Castamir, because then I want to host a feast and like as a marriage feast. That makes sense. I have arrived in Zadar seeking your confirmation of my continued appointment as Ban of the Banovina of Croatia. I wait at your earliest convenience, of course. Oh, Vukilo has arrived to pay homage. Of course, we receive him. My palace functionaries throng to the throne room, I guess, where an endless line of imperial appointees await. Most notable of these is Ban Vukilo Šubić, who has traveled here from Gaka. My friend governs the Banovina of Croatia, a fair-sized region of multifarious value to the realm, home to provincial Croatians and some fine churches of the true Catholic faith. Confidently, Ban Vukilo undergoes the rites. Taking up his scepter of office and puffing his chest, he swears to give loyal service. Govern well, Ban. Good stuff. We get some renown. We get some influence back. Of course. Thank you very much for doing that. Maybe the others could do that too. Could have some more. Swearing fealty over here. That's nice. That's a nice thing to do. Oh, I guess we don't need to sway her anymore. That's definitely not something we need to do. Do we have someone else in the realm that needs swaying? I guess we could, of course, start swaying Castamir. Look at him! He's not that cross with us anymore. Good stuff. Now, let's... no? Oh, you cannot sway Lord Castamir while he is irritated at me. Why is he irritated? Does he hold a grudge? No. Aw. Don't want him to be irritated with me. I don't think I need to persuade anyone else. Look at that. Maybe I can try to mend things with the Pope. I guess I went a bit too far last time when I was there. I didn't want him to think badly of me. Right, when does she come of age? October! That is, we're almost there. There we go. Princess Ekaterina. Look at her being an elusive shadow. And intelligent at that. Oh. So, having the two of them marry will hopefully mend this further. Yeah, there we go. At minus 40 now. We'll get there. And I think I'll get the option in a moment. Any moment. Oh, I don't get the option. Ooh. Having had the opportunity to attend the wedding of my brother-in-law, Lord Castamir of the Trpimirović family, and Princess Ekaterina, I learned much about the relationship of the couple. Okay. Okay, the couple's connection to each other left much to be desired and seemed hard enough to sustain a meaningful relationship. At least they don't hate each other. That's all I asked for. There you go. But sadly, I didn't get the option to host a feast for them. That would have been nice, because that one would have been cheaper. Or maybe I'll just do it then for flavor reasons. Right. Let's do it here. Yeah, it's not that costly anyway. And let's have him then as the honorary guest. Invite some knights. Maybe some other rulers as well. That would be the Basileus, but he's not coming. Aw. If I put him in honorary guest, he would definitely come over. But nah, don't need to do that. Let's just check people here. How do I go about it? Again, his greed, in my interpretation, is not being miserly. Oh, we have a wine selection that we could have here. Gain a small amount of influence per attendee. Gain a moderate amount of influence per attendee. Oh, that is getting interesting. Yes, we will do that. Maybe we can leave that out then. We don't. We give them something to drink. This is more a feast where you drink, not eat. But I guess we leave it at a moderate dish complexity at least. We don't want to cheapen out on that one. Is there anything we can do over that we want to? Maybe befriend someone. I guess we could even try to befriend him. That would seal the deal. But I guess that might also go a bit too far as far as he's concerned. No, just go for recreation. There we go. What a lovely time we have ahead of us. Is the wife coming too, then? Not sure she is. She is, okay. Let's check who's coming. Svetlana, Kastimir, Radovan, Vukilo, Dobroslav, and Bozhena. I think that's good. That should be almost everyone. But Ukra's not coming. Why? Oh, expect not to arrive in time. Nah. Yeah, he's far away there. Right. I guess we're getting close to the 2-hour mark, so I'm probably think we will do the feast next time then. Yeah, I mean, you can give me some feedback on how I'm working with the camera and so on, if that's something you like, or if I should go back to the centered view, because that's a bit, recognizable. And we always understand where we are and so on. I just prefer this because it gives me kind of the viewpoint of my character. Oh, it's already beginning here. So, Yeah, I mean, in that case, we should be done almost. So yeah, what did we do? Made sure that we are that we've covered our neighbors to the west and north, and now the only one between us and our lands in Serbia is indeed the Basileus. And we are still waiting for our opportunity while he is, taking lands. Now we have him. Strategos Ug? A Frenchman. Interesting. Okay. Put a Frenchman in there. That's, I guess we could say because they had this setup here that was working well, that the Normans built. And now it's like, okay, maybe they speak French. Now, the administrators over here, so I put a Frenchman in there. Interesting. Okay, that being said, I'll close it for now, and I'll see you next time. So, cheers. Bye-bye.